live at Onigashima. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Jimmy.
And we got breaking news here in the Labo stratosphere. We have Kizaru coming in, kicking the shit out of Luffy. Just kidding. This motherfucker big. He came back for more.
Bro, Kizaru thought he could handle Luffy? No chance. People thought he was down and out. Actually, I don't know if anyone actually thought that, because I didn't think that.
No. He was off screen for what, like half a second?
He was off screen for like 2 whole pages, bro.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Jeez.
But yeah, to get right into the chapter 1092. I like that it's titled after Kuma.
Oh, listen, this chapter title got me excited.
Yeah, but these last 3 chapters literally are the 3 characters we got all introduced to at Sabaody: Sentomaru, Kizaru, and then Kuma.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But speaking of Kuma, like, crazy guy, like, clearly he has some consciousness left. I loved seeing the Ursa's shock. That shit was dope.
Yeah. I mean, I love seeing just also the other after effects of the Revolutionary Army on Marijois. Like, now that we're actually revisiting there, like, not only do you see the destruction that Kuma caused, but you see the effects of the Revolutionary Army destroying the food supply.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, we're finally seeing them start to sweat a little. It's kind of like the direct after effects of what we just saw.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Sakazuki was positioned up there because he chased Kuma up there and he heard about the threat, or if he's like supposed to be guarding the Celestial Dragons.
I think he was already up there.
Now.
I thought he was already up there.
I do
probably.
too, which means he's being made a bitch by the Celestial Dragons. They're just
yeah,
like, you better.
Is he ever not a dog of the Marines? I mean, literally, look at the move, Hellhound. He busted. He used. Isn't that what he used on Whitebeard?
Yeah, it is. And he did the same thing. He blew off half his face.
He blew off half his head.
Yeah,
but Kuma lived. He kept going. He's like, I'm already lobotomized, and he ran away. And he just popped himself away. Which we totally called this. Like, dude, he's going to Egghead, right?
He's 100% going to Egghead.
He's going to Egghead.
Like I said it for a while. I was like, he has to go over the red line first before he could go past the red line, and that's like exactly what he's doing.
He's going
like,
fast, dude. This man is like getting the Whitebeard treatment hardcore. Like, he got shot up all the way up the red line, and then kept going. Destroyed a bunch of shit. Took Akainu to come and stop him. Akainu literally couldn't. So
he tried. He did a lot of damage, but this guy just kind of blinked away.
Yeah, and we get the flashback back to when Akainu's approaching Bonnie.
Or Bonnie, I mean.
Yeah. And you know, it's just kind of giving like further context to everything that happened. I like seeing them kind of go back and get like little pieces of information.
Bonnie's kind of confirming that there is like humanity left in Kuma. Like, we kind of already knew that after he left the Revolutionary Army, but like her basically just saying like he would never forget me. And I think that's basically what this is. Is there something programmed? Maybe not into his mind because that's taken over, but maybe his soul. Yeah. And maybe that's what's driving him towards Egghead right now.
So what do you think Bonnie learned? Like, what do you think is the thing that she's saying, like, oh, I just realized that the person I should be targeting is somebody else. And I don't know if she's talking about Kizaru there because she goes for it, but I think I feel like no.
I think she realizes her target's the Celestial Dragons mainly because I think she saw Kuma and how he worked with the revolutionaries and realized why he was doing what he was doing. And it's basically all because of the actions of the Celestial Dragons.
Or it is directed at Kizaru and there's further backstory to be told, because I feel like there's some unraveling of like Kizaru's backstory with Vegapunk, and maybe he betrayed them at some point. You know, they were friends once upon a time, but he is just a cog in the machine, and you know, just destroyed Vegapunk's greatest, Vega Force 1. I think that we might get a little bit more context wise out of Kizaru, because we got a nice little interaction here between him and Bonnie.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, it clearly shows that they have some kind of backstory together. He was like talking, he's like, oh, I don't want to take out an old friend, or like even more old friends. So I don't know if he's just referring to because he was friends with Kuma and like he's met Bonnie a few times because it's a daughter, or if there's more to it than that.
Yeah,
But I'm
I think
really
that I
interested in
think there is
Bonnie's
more to it.
story.
You know what is sad? That Bonnie got the same treatment as Luffy. She got kicked into the lava shot. Bonnie's fucking dead. We're not gonna hear any more from
Yeah.
her. We saw Luffy. He was like, "Oh, I almost died." He's in gear 50. He came back through.
I think,
Bonnie
well,
got
though,
kicked
that's
into the
what's going to be
fucking.
impressive from Bonnie. This is going to be a good defensive
That's
feat, right?
true.
She
Yeah.
took a kick from Kizaru like full speed and through the Labosphere, because there's no way she's dying here.
Nah,
Like,
nah, she can't. Yeah, for sure. And then Frankie was about to hit him with the radical beam. You know, we love Frankie would have killed
Frankie tried
Kizaru
his
on the
best, but he's just
spot,
too
but he's
slow.
too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think his light radical beam was going to do much to light, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Well, you never know. I mean, this is Kizaru's beam versus Kizaru's beam.
But I did like about Kizaru how he zipped away and like Frankie couldn't see him. Like, to me, it felt like pretty ominous how he kind of just like blinked into existence in front of them.
Yeah, he never
Like,
really like moved like that as much. I guess he did a little bit on Sabaody when he was like fucking up all the worst generation, but like I think this was a good chapter for Kizaru just to like he said speed is power, and dude, he like showed it off in this chapter. Like teleported out all the way out of the lava stratosphere, all the way back into the island, like just to kick Luffy. Does it again to kick Bonnie, and then like, you know, just like literally can't be touched. Zips away, blinks away in the blink of an eye. Just appears in the in the
yeah,
room with
he just
Vegapunk.
he can be anywhere, and I think that's kind of the scariest part about him, is even though I think Luffy can take him, it clearly shows that he's willing to just like ignore Luffy for a bit to try to get his target,
Oh
and I
yeah.
think that's kind of the scariest part about this.
But that
So
does say
Luffy,
something about Luffy. Like Luffy,
I was about to say, I think
damn.
Luffy is about to go full Rayleigh and be so strong that he's actually preoccupying Kizaru, where Kizaru can't take his focus off him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean Kizaru's shaking. He's shaking in his boots. He's sweating.
Luffy just grabbed him, bro. He's
Grabbed
like,
him.
"You're mine."
He's like, dude, I'm the light. Not only can he grab me, first of all, okay, I get it. You have armament hockey, but this is the fastest guy. You know, you would think he has got some observation hockey, or maybe he's just an observation hockey slouch because he doesn't have to have it.
No, but I feel like
you know,
you kind of
Luffy got him,
like
and
maybe not have to.
Luffy's
But
fast
you need the
too.
Yeah, Luffy is fast, but I think you need the observation also. To say he doesn't have it, like the
No,
reason
I don't think
Light
he doesn't
can't
have
be
it. I'm
so
just
bad.
saying, like, you know, it's not as
Well,
good
I
as
think.
Luffy.
Well, okay. I think he's. Well, I don't think anyone's as good as Luffy, but I think he's at least well trained in it because his powers wouldn't be nearly as good without it. And I think this kind of exemplifies how good Luffy's is and how much
Yeah.
stronger he is. In
Yeah,
Gear 5 than
I really like seeing Luffy beat the shit out of people. Not gonna lie.
One of my favorite parts of One Piece.
Yeah, for real. And I love all the eyes coming out again. They get them every time. And
Yeah,
I saw a thing. It was a meme further down on the TCB scan. Somebody posted. It was like a Tom and Jerry reference with this whole like it's like Tom grabbing Jerry the mouse.
Oh, that's true.
With this last panel.
Also, though, speaking of this last panel, the Iron Giant coming back, like, it's coming to life now. And, I mean, it's clearly
and that's
because...
the drums of liberation.
I wonder what it is, though, because Luffy... I thought that, too, at first, that it is the drums of liberation, and that's probably what it is. But then why didn't it come to life when he was fighting Rob Lucci? Like, because he already did go Gear 5.
Maybe it comes when Luffy is in peril.
I was thinking maybe it's something to do with Luffy and... That's true. That's why Zoro's also gonna no diff him.
Yeah, for sure.
But Luffy, the reason it activated is when Luffy is touching Kizaru. I wonder if the light is something to do with it from Kizaru interacting with Luffy. Because they do need a power source, right, to power it. And light
he's
is
gonna grab
power.
Kizaru and like put him in a lamp, and like that's where he lives forever.
He's gonna put him in a glass jar.
Put him in a hamster wheel and be like, "There's our power source. Oh my god, we figured it out."
You know what they could do? They put him in one of those bubbles, and then the bubbles that they can't break because they're sea stone. They use them as a lamp.
Dude, that'd be so funny if the bubbles could get like even Kizaru. Like that'd be so funny, dude.
That would actually be crazy.
Then you really couldn't, you know, underestimate Vegapunk. Like he'd be making some crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, this chapter, I think just overall was a pretty big Luffy dub. Like, we saw Luffy keeping up with Kizaru. He took one hit when Kizaru basically went full speed. But and he tanked it, went through the lava sphere.
Yeah, is there
I think he's
any?
just gonna kick his ass in Gear 5
I,
because he
I
did all
think
that
so.
in Gear
Yeah,
4.
I was gonna say. So, what do you think is happening next chapter?
I think we're gonna cut back to Lucci and Zoro for a little bit at least. I think we need to see some of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're just gonna see more of them fighting. Like
Yeah.
I really don't know where they're gonna go from here. Because I think it's just an escape plan at this point.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
not cutting away from Egghead too much. I mean, it's interesting because we cut away from Egghead in the beginning of this chapter, as like a flashback. So I don't know if they're not if they're gonna they could
Well,
keep
I
cutting
think
away like
Kuma's
wait,
about to die, by the way.
yeah, Kuma's gonna
So
die for sure in this
I
arc. I
think,
think
like you said, he has those Whitebeard parallels, and we know Whitebeard sacrificed himself so everyone could get away from
for
Marine
his
Ford.
children,
Yeah,
he's gonna do it for
exactly,
Bonnie. You know.
exactly. So I think that's what's gonna happen on Egghead. He's gonna get there, and they're gonna be like trapped or something in some way, and then they're gonna escape. I think with Big News Morgan and Vivi and Wample and them.
Hell
I think they're
yeah.
gonna come.
Hell yeah.
And
Me
they're
too.
gonna help
Yeah,
with the
bro.
escape plan. But part of the reason the escape plan works, I think, is because Kuma's gonna help hold them off.
Do you think Smoker's gonna show up?
I do think Smoker's gonna show up. I just don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know how either. I feel like it'd be kind of random.
And not to go off on a tangent, but I don't know if you've seen recently, Math Piece and how
Yeah,
Oda's
I
been
have.
mirroring. So popularized by Randy Troy. Gotta give the shout out.
For sure.
But he's been saying how they've been paralleling things that happened 1,000 chapters ago. And some of the things coming up that happened 1,000 chapters ago is like them meeting Smoker. So I do think they could reintroduce Smoker into the story very soon.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of things setting him up. I think it's gonna be interesting to see like how this all plays out, man. Like I want to know what this like giant incident is, and I feel like Kuma's involvement would very much.
I think it's
know.
everyone's involvement. Also, we can't forget Caribou is still somewhere
Oh
out
my
there.
fucking god, Caribou and the Blackbeard pirates.
Yeah.
All right, for the more the ones that matter. I think, dude. Honestly,
Whoa.
I'm just gonna. No, I'm not gonna say. No, listen, I also subscribe to the theory. Shout out Randy Choi again, but other people have said this too. That Caribou is Mr. 10, and he's
I do
gonna
like
be,
that one.
and he's gonna like get Cross Guild involved somehow, and that's why they've kept him in the story for so long.
But I
'Cause
don't
why the
think
fuck
Cross
else?
Guild. Yeah, he has to have a purpose. I mean, we know partly his purpose, right? He knows about the ancient weapons.
Okay, but for a certain someone, he always says it for a certain. He said it in two instances. He was like, "Oh, it's. I bet someone that I know will love this," and it's like, he's part of the. I don't know. I just like that theory, but you know, it could be anybody.
But I don't think Cross Guild is coming to Egghead is a thing.
No, I don't either. I think he would go. I think he would like escape, and then get the information to Crocodile.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like he's gonna figure out a way to escape.
But yeah, overall, banger chapter.
Yeah, 100%. This was dude, and you know what the best part? The best part about this chapter?
No break next week.
Break next week. Let's
We love to
go.
see it. It's been a
Finally.
while.
God.
Alright, so catch us next week at live at Onigashima. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and fight us in the comments.
Fight us in the comments, y'all.
Alright, peace.
Bye.